today I had a chance to ask the question to some individuals of what is it that you're thankful for? I think this is a good question to ask ourselves because oftentimes we might find ourselves kind of having a rough day, having a bad day. Maybe things that we're doing just don't go our way. Maybe we're just in a circumstance or, a season of our life where everything just seems to be like not what it should be. And I think it's a good thing to oftentimes ask yourself, what is in my life that is good, that I'm thankful for? And to sit down and just maybe list it out. And what I did is I had a chance to do this in front of, some people that I know, and I just asked them, hey, tell me one thing that you're thankful for. And it's interesting that the second you do it in an intimate environment, you can really see people like the thing about them change. They get their heart softens before they start talking about it. And, I heard answers, everything from, family, health, their family's health. I heard, having, a house to live in or a home to live in. I've heard, all sorts of different things. And the big one was, family. Family was the big one. But what I'm trying to get at is oftentimes we go through seasons in which, we find it very difficult to be motivated or very difficult to continue to press on or even sometimes, depressed or sad or, moments where things just don't seem what they should be. And I think it's very, very important that we stop and ask ourselves, what is good in our life? What is something that I am thankful for? And, it reminds me of, in Luke chapter, give me 1 second, chapter 17, 11 through 19, where it talks about where Jesus comes across the 10 men with leprosy. And Jesus sees these men. The men call out to him and say, Jesus, Master, have pity on me. And Jesus looks at them and says, go show yourself to the priests. And, as they left him and went on to see the priests, they were healed. Their leprosy went away. And out of those 10 men, one of them, a Samaritan, who at the time, Jesus was a Jew and the Samaritan, they were, didn't see eye to eye. They were two different people. And the Samaritan, of all people, when he realized he was changed and that his leprosy had gone away, had stopped and turned around and ran back to Jesus and threw himself at his feet and loudly, proclaimed, "Thank you." And it's just a reminder that when we do have these things that are good in our life, things that we're thankful for, such as our family, our friends, our house, our cars, our jobs, just even the breath in our lungs, that we have to remind ourselves to thank God for those things. Don't just be thankful for them. Thank the Creator that gave them to you, and glorify God in all those things. And I think when you do that and you stop and you thank God for those things, it reminds you that really God has blessed us probably more than we ever deserve sometimes, and we just don't see it. We don't realize it. And this passage is a reminder that, God does bless us. God's blessed us plenty of times, and we just have to remember and stop and thank Him for those things. So what is it that you're thankful for today? And have you proclaimed the thanks to Jesus and God for all the things that He has done in your life? And have you glorified Him in thanks and praise for all the things that He's blessed you with? I want to leave you with that today. So hopefully, even if you're having a rough day, if you're having a great day in all days, I hope today you remind yourself to thank God for all the things you've been blessed with. All right, guys, have a good one.